So are men off the hook here in terms of needing to be able to understand this? Is this just a journey for women to go through this enlightenment, or is it just important for men to also understand what we're talking about here? Do we get a pass?
No, absolutely not. Because all genders have a cycle. So there there's definitely a stronger infrared rhythm within, the female biology. And with that said, there is a whole spectrum of female and male biology, right? So you can have somebody with both female and male biomarkers, and this is just as common as people with red hair. Like intersex people are very present in our society. um, it's a very, across the whole planet, it's what, like 2% of the population. So it makes for a lot of lucky people that are that lie somewhere in between, right? So I'm sorry, I'm like getting over a cold, and I haven't talked this long in a while. So once you're aware of that's one thing to be aware of, that the female biology and those that menstruate are all going to have that menstrual cycle. However, um, the menstrual cycle comes from uh, this rhythm, this pattern, right? And most of us are familiar with the circadian, right?
Yes.
So, like, we have the sun comes up, the sun goes down. Normally, you sleep at night, right? You sleep when the sun's down, you're awake when the sun is up. That's, give or take, but that's the general gist of how our hormones are correlated with the circadian rhythm. Now we have an infradian rhythm that all plants, animals, humans, living things correlate to, right? And this is with the moon cycles. And the moon is powerful enough to move ocean tides. It dictates the water element. And what else is made of the water element? Our hormones, right? So we all have a 28-day cycle. If you are a farmer, any permaculture farmers will tell you that they usually plant around a new moon. I'm not a farmer. I can't say exactly what they do, certain clippings or things on around full moons. But there is a correlation to the birth and death cycle along with the infrared cycle. And with the circadian rhythm, if you like miss a night's sleep, you're gonna feel like shit the next day. You're gonna feel awful. You're gonna feel tired, exhausted, cranky. You might have headaches. You might get a lot of different symptoms. So yeah, we get cranky and all these things, and these symptoms that we have when we disrupt our circadian rhythm, we usually attribute them to disturbing the circadian rhythm, and we're like, oh, that makes sense. But what's been happening is for the past 6,000 years, we've been disrupting our infradian rhythm. And for those with the strongest infradian rhythm, those that correlate to the moon the strongest are those who menstruate, right? Even though all living things do also have it to a certain degree. For example, testosterone will drop during full moon. So there is a correlation to your hormones with the moon cycle, with that infradian rhythm. And